childhood, I had very bad slang to my conversation. I was always cursing. I always tried to wear the pants, and it's like I have no femininity to me at all. You know,
These dudes kill me. That's what's wrong with this generation today. These young boys today, what do she bring to the table? And you're treating it like it's this much pussy in there? There's another nigga on the side taking a little bit more value out of the pussy. So by the time you get you got about this much pussy left for the rest of your life. For the rest of your life, you got kids. She get old. She get fat. She cheat on you. Now you got this much pussy, and y'all thinking about a divorce. She puts the cat on the pussy, right? And then she goes back into the market. She got this much pussy left, still thinking in her mind that she's working with this pussy.
What's good, everyone? This your main correspondent, Alan Taylor, and I'm back in the broadcast room yet again with another one. So we got a very, this is a very tragic situation here, real talk, coming up out of New Orleans. Come to find out this past Mother's Day, things like that, definitely got out of control, definitely got heated. There were a lot of ladies deleted, in New Orleans, this past Mother's Day, you know what I'm saying? And it's crazy out here. It's crazy. I keep telling y'all it's crazy out here. But the thing of it is, so the mayor of New Orleans spoke upon the topics at hand, which is the situation of these ladies that are being deleted. And she said that basically these situations were not just, one-offs. They were not just, randoms and things like that. So, So, I'm pretty sure that the police department does communicate with her and let her know what's going on before she goes on camera just, running off at the mouth. I mean, I'm just being honest here. So, let's take this situation serious, because this is showing a dynamic of how they try to paint pictures and things like that. And, come to find out, the mayor had to apologize. It's crazy out here. Just watch what I'm saying. Quarters, nickels, and dimes, people. Quarters, nickels, and dimes.
Tonight, a family is coming to terms with the loss of a young woman who was brutally snatched away from them. Good evening and thanks for watching. I'm Devin Bartolotta.
And I'm Sharice Gibson. As Asia Davis was shot and killed this week, Eleanor Tabone sat down with her family in tonight's top story.
This memorial paying tribute to 28-year-old Asia Davis, who was shot and killed at the intersection of Mayo Boulevard and the South I-10 Service Road. Her family now grieving the loss of a young mother, daughter, sister, cousin, niece, and best friend. Today, Kenya Davis sits here without her only daughter, Asia Davis.
We barely holding on.
Kenya now left to raise Asia's 5-year-old child, who was born on Mother's Day and will now celebrate her 6th birthday without her mother.
My grandbaby is like my best friend. I love her to death. And my daughter knew that. I love my daughter.
Asia was shot and killed Thursday morning.
That's the sickening part about all of this. She's laid out on the concrete by herself.
The family says she had a big heart and never stopped aiming for greatness.
She overcame a lot of obstacles in life. She had a special patience because she was a home health aide for senior citizens, and she loved to work with older people.
She was a very beautiful person. She was the life of the party, She very respectable. Everybody she meet just loved her.
The family laughing and crying together about the glue Asia was to this now broken family.
She'll make you mad, but then a couple of minutes later, you couldn't do nothing but laugh at her because she was she just was a comedian in her own right.
Like many families across New Orleans, they're tired of the bloodshed.
Less than 24 hours after Asia was killed, 2 other women was killed in the city. Something has got to be done. It has to stop. We just lose.
Hey, and this was going on though. Real talk. So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, after that, you know, 2 other women were killed, things like that. You know, I did go deeper off into it, but to keep the video a certain length, you know, I had to cut it a little bit. But hey, definitely though, you know, it's crazy out here. You know what I'm saying? The situation is, hey, let's get to the mayor and let her talk. Hold on.
Losing all of our children.
They want action, not empty words.
What are the leaders doing? They need help. They need to understand that you need help. Crime is out of control. Somebody has got to do something.
Sharice and Devon, this afternoon Mayor Cantrell had a press conference. At that press conference, she said some very controversial things, especially about the 3 women that were killed in the last 24 hours. This is what she said this afternoon.
As it relates to the violent incidents in the past, I would say 24 hours in the city relative to women, what I will say is none of these acts are random at all. And what we have to understand that women also play a role in violent activity in our city. And so they will remain under active investigation. Unfortunately, people are involved in criminal activity in our city, and it plays out on the streets of New Orleans, and it is all genders, right? And we're seeing that.
Hey.
And what the French toast is there to think about?
Hold on. Hey, she actually said that though. But, you know, in my eyes and things like that, in order for her to be confident enough to go on the news and say it in that manner, that way, that also it is both genders that are involved in these criminal activities out here. That there's both genders involved in these criminal activities further lets me know that she has information that low-key, she's really solid on this information. Now, you know, everybody want to sit here with these warm hearts and things like that, and you know, this and that. Now I understand, you know, the dynamics of this situation, you know, it's crazy. It's just crazy. It is what it is. You know, throughout no period in history have women ever been involved in so much. You know, women nowadays are involved in a lot. And, you know, whether you like it or not, you know what I'm saying, for the mayor of that city, which is in contact with the chief of police, and this is, you know, if all these ladies are getting deleted like this, you know what I'm saying, yeah, this is gonna be a serious situation because these are ladies getting deleted. Yeah, nobody really cares when a bunch of men are just out there. We just being honest here. We just being honest.
And what the French toast is there to think
Nobody
about?
really cares when a bunch of dudes out there like that. But when it's a bunch of women getting murked and things like that, you know, yeah, it draws a lot of attention. And this is what this is. You know, yeah, she said what she said, and obviously she had the evidence to say what she said, or else it would have been said a different way. Let's just keep this 100. Quarters, nickels, and dimes, people. Quarters, nickels, and dimes.
I showed Asia Davis's family this press conference. They were extremely hurt and angry. Mayor Cantrell said this. They said those comments weren't warranted. They said they're shocked Mayor Cantrell, being a woman, would say that about other women, and that she's not supporting women who lost their lives in the hands of others. They said it was very inconsiderate, especially as the murders just happened and families are grieving.
Hold on. What the hell?
And what the French toast is there to think about?
What the hell? So now this is where accountability comes in at. This is where holding people that make decisions in life accountable. Just like these men and young men are out here doing all this egregious, crazy, dumb crap, You know what I'm saying? Ruining their lives. You know what I'm saying? Acting stupid and shit. Ruining other people's lives. And we just supposed to, it is what it is. But at the same time though too, when we also have a rise in the prison population of women, which nobody's talking about, we also have an understanding that women are out here doing egregious and dangerous things too.
So what the French toast is there to think about?
I mean, what the fuck is there to think about? Let's just keep this 100. Not all women are these flowers that need to be, that are in a garden that need to be preciously groomed and stuff like that. These I'm telling you, she did not say these things for no reason. There's certain type of evidence that's coming to play that this individual was involved in things, or these individuals may have been involved in things that they had no business in reality being involved in.
So what the French toast is there to think about?
All right, let's chop it up. Let's see the apology that this mayor had to make. And yeah. Her soul they take. Quarters, nickels, and dimes, people. Quarters, nickels, and dimes.
Yeah, Morgan, Mayor LaToya Cantrell said that she personally spoke with the families of the victims and apologized. Now, last Friday, New Orleans police say 2 young women were killed outside of a hookah bar in Treme. Family members say the 2 women were celebrating graduating college that weekend, and another woman killed in a separate shooting hours before. Following the deaths of the 3 women, Cantrell said, quote, "We have to understand women also play a role in violent acts in our city. Now, the mayor says her heart remains heavy and that she had to humble herself and speak one-on-one with the families."
Okay, hold on. Before we get to it, yeah, y'all see the shooter out there, you know what I'm saying? Real talk. Before we get to it though, you know what I'm saying? Listen, man, listen, look here. When are we going to start reapplying accountability in life? And I'm sorry, I just can't fathom this. You know what I'm saying? That, listen, this is some new shit out here. This is new. That women are just getting, you know what I'm saying, murked this way. This ain't DV. This ain't none of that. This is you out in the streets, you chilling, you doing whatever you're involved in, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, either you know too much information, you know what I'm saying, or something about somebody and things like that, and they got stuff going on to where if you know too much information about them and they got the opportunity to take your ass on out.
And what the French toast is there to think about?
You up out of here, real talk. Now, I mean, sad or not, it's just the reality of the street game, and yeah, nowadays, we getting more women involved in the street life. Let's just keep this 100 in their own way. It's more women getting involved in the street life nowadays, man. And yeah, these, be honest with you, these just like any young person growing up, you don't always tell your parents everything. You don't tell your parents every move you fucking make. And don't sit there and lie to me and try to act like, you know what I'm saying, as a young person, you tell your parents everywhere you finna go, every person you been around and things like that. You know what I'm saying? You don't do that. That's just reality. You don't tell your parents everybody you be around. So yeah, so at the end of the day, you could be left with grieving parents, not really understanding this and that, thinking that, be honest with you, that you in the right the whole time.
What the French toast is there to think about?
But real talk, at the end of the day, you really out here like this.
You old fish-eyed fool.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm just being honest. You know what I'm saying? You gotta stop being this.
What is your damaged muscle head? You stupid? You ignorant, or you just plain old deaf?
Hey.
And what the French toast is there to think about?
I mean, I'm just being honest with this situation, though. You know what I'm saying? Because she, as men, any logical thinking man that's, live life, whether he lived on both sides of the fence or he hasn't, he understands that, once you dive off into anything in the streets, you may end up with a very dangerous situation. Seriously. But all right, let's go now.
Those apologies have been accepted, and I'm very grateful and thankful and humbled by that, and being able to communicate, which is very important, us being able to communicate in a healthy dialogue and getting a better understanding of both sides, and I have that without a doubt. And so what I will say is that I just again apologize if I offended or hurt anyone based on the comments.
And the mayor says overall crime against women is going up and more women are being involved in domestic situations. Reporting live from City Hall, Anam Siddiqui, WDSU News.
Oh, now they're domestic situations.
What the French toast is there to think about?
Listen, one thing I do know about living life as a human, most humans tend to really give you the real up front. Real talk. So that first dynamic that was going on with the mayor speaking at first, obviously, she had the evidence and the things that was needed in order to have that information out there. Like, yes, and I'm not trying to diminish nobody, anybody that gets murked and things like that, it's a sad situation because you leave family members, with wonder and trying to figure out things and you just leave a lot of murky situations going on. It's murky like that because nobody really knows the truth of what's happening. But at the same time though too, in order, like I go back to before, like in order for the mayor to say something like that, her team is not going to let her go out and say things like that unless it's some truth to it somewhere.
What the French toast is there to think about?
That, these young women may have been involved in some type of activity or some situations and things like that they were engaged in as well. Like, I mean, come on, man. I mean, like, we gonna sit out here and act like women don't just, do dumb shit. Or they not out in the streets, trying to be, you got, just like both parts to a man, you got your college and you got your street cat. You got your college girl and you got your street chick. Let's just keep this 100.
What the French toast is there to think about?
But because, everybody's still trying to hold on to the stigmatization that, a woman is just, she can't do any wrong, because she was born a woman. Man, all humans are fucking dangerous out here. I don't give a fuck what gender you are. It is what it is. And that's the bottom line, for real though. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Real talk. But hey though, it is what it is. And you know what I'm saying? Shout out to all my subscribers out there. Mad love to y'all. If you're new to the channel, please hit that like button, share, subscribe. Make sure that you ring that bell, that you'll be notified whenever I decide to post things. You know what I'm saying? And hey, like I always say about this time, that, my friends, is the bottom line.